Hi everybody, I'm back again. It's been a little while since I've done a video. It's mainly because I've been putting a few videos up on my second channel, and I've also been going to a lot of rock concerts just lately, so I haven't really had a lot of time. But this arrived yesterday and I thought I'd just do a quick video. I mean, there's been loads of videos out there on this guy at the moment, so I'm just going to do a really quick one, show you, look around the figure, go over a few improvements over the original, and just my general thoughts on this one compared to the original version that was released. As you can see, this is the Hot Toys Hulk, the Age of Ultron version. This is the Deluxe package, so it comes with the extra torso, which I will put on the figure later so you can have a look at that. But generally speaking, not a huge amount of difference between this and the original. Obviously, I think it's the same mould that they used on the body. The only main real difference, if you just get the normal version, is obviously the paintwork. It looks a little bit lighter on the camera than what it actually is. It is a slightly more sort of olive green than what you're seeing on the camera here. And this one comes with two heads, whereas the non-deluxe version just comes with the standard head. So it also comes with these hands, which are slightly more poseable than the original release as well. They seem to bend a lot easier and stay in position as well. So you have that option if you wish to use it. Obviously he comes with the two-fisted hands that come on him. The pants are different from the original. The original was just like a cloth ripped trousers. This time this is the spandex type trousers. And obviously he comes with the Hulk Smash torso and the extra head. This head here is very similar to the one that was released on the Avengers version. The only main difference I can tell really is the hair is slightly different. You look at the hair on this one to the hair on this head sculpt. This seems to be slightly shorter, but this hair is slightly different from the original release. As far as articulation goes, if you check back on my previous video that I did on the normal Avengers Hulk that I had, which I've since sold, the articulation is exactly the same. It's got the ratchet type joints on the arms and the legs. It's got this little gap in here as well. You can see it there, look. So if you get this figure and take it out of the box, you think, oh shit, it's broke. It isn't. It's supposed to be like that. It's for ease of movement and posing. Posability wise, it's very easy to do. Now, before I go into the figure in a little bit more detail, the reason I sold my original version, for me, it was too green. It's more of the comic book sort of look. And I preferred this green because this is more realistic type green, more movie accurate. A lot of people prefer the really bright green because they like the comic booky sort of look. But for me, I just preferred this look. I didn't want two Hulks, so I sold him for the price that I bought him for, which I was quite happy about. There are people out there who are selling them for extortionate prices, and I try not to do that. And I use that money basically to fund this one, near enough. The flaws that I found with the original version, I did point it out in the video, is the hands. Now, with the original version, I found that the hands were slightly greener than the rest of the body, so you could actually see it when they were on. With this one, it's a bit difficult to pick out, but you can see that it is virtually perfect. It is matched in, the hands are matched in with the arms, so that issue has been sort of redressed. I don't know if other people had that problem on their original Hulk that they had. On the camera it looks like his body's browner than his arms, but in person it's not. It does look right. I'm not a huge fan of this head sculpt. It is nice, but I just not convinced on it. I prefer this one, which is the one I'll probably show him with. It's got the purse system, same as the other Hulk did have. I'll show you that in a minute. You can see you get good range of motion with the neck. Because it's rubberized, it looks quite authentic and realistic. Again, with the body, this has got the hard undershell, plastic undershell, with the slight sort of rubbery sort of bit of skin put over the top. Whereas with the torso, the extra torso, this is just one solid piece. It's just one solid piece of plastic. There's no little rubber overlay, as it were, on this. And I'm assuming that a lot of people will use this, especially if they're going to get the Hulkbuster, which I have got on order. I've had to get it through FlexPay though, through Sideshow, because it's just too damn expensive. I mean, $900 is too much to pay out in one go. This again, this head sculpt does have the purse system. I'll take the back off so you can have a look. So we'll concentrate on the torso first. Just pulls off with a magnet, same as the other one. And there's your purse system inside, so you can place the eyes exactly how you want. Sorry, it's a bit difficult to do one-handed. I will have to get a tripod at some point. Come on, get on there, you bitch. There we go. The head does move as well, so you can interchange these heads. Some people are worried that this was a fixed head on it. It's not. It is actually, you can detach it. So if you prefer the constipated look, as I call this, you can put it on this one. But the detailing on this is superb. The paint quality is, having the original, I would say, better. The hairs on the chest and that are more defined. The muscles are slightly more defined with the paintwork, the way they've shaded it. The mouth, the teeth and that are a little bit better as well than on the original. But all round paint apps on this figure, I would say, are a slight improvement on the original one. And just that muscle definition on the back. Hot Toys done an absolutely superb job on this. I don't know if they're going to release another Hulk figure. I'm not sure if he's going to be in the next Avengers movie. I don't think he is. But I have heard rumours that they are going to be making another Hulk movie. So you never know, they might release another Hulk. But I think this one will be the one that I will stick with. So let's take a look at the main figure himself. Height wise, it's exactly the same as the original. Obviously I can't show you because, as I said, I've sold him. Come on, focus. Again, the paint apps on this are absolutely top notch. See all the little veins in the body. You could see that on the original one, but this one, it's just more defined. I mean, you've got the red, not red, the green veins with the green blood pumping through his body. And it's just the subtle sort of highlights and lowlights and all that sort of thing that they've put on the paintwork that just make this figure, for me, stand out a little bit more than the original. If you've got the original and you can't afford to get this, I would stick with the original. It's still a good representation of the Hulk, but for me this is a more movie accurate, more lifelike version. Look at that great paintwork on the hairs there on the chest. It's more pronounced, more visible than on the original. The original one, although it was good, it didn't look quite right, the hair. Although on the video at the time I said it looked really good, but seeing this one, it's just so much better. And you've got the spandex pants. A lot of people prefer the original type pants, which is okay. If you want to, you can customize this one, take these ones off. I'm assuming you can pull them off and put your own pants on there if you want to go for that rip look. I might even, I know it's not in the movie, it's more comic book style, but I might get a ripped t-shirt, make a ripped t-shirt and put it on him, just to change him up a little bit. But if I turn him round, he is quite heavy, so it's a bit difficult one-handed. There's the back. I've gone for a slightly darker sort of look on the back. Again, great muscle definition on the sculpt in there, and the elbows. As you move down, the legs look greener. They're not, it's just the way the light's catching it, because, as I say, the window's behind me. But on the back here, again, you can see all the veins with the blood pumping through. Didn't get excuse me. Oh, I do apologise. So on the original version you did get a little bit of that, but not as much as you get on this one. Sort of a comic book Bane sort of look to it. If you read the comic books, you know that Bane himself has got this type of vein work on his body, the green and blacky sort of veins. And that's what it's reminiscent of. But yeah, there's the actual figure himself. I'll give you a closer look at the head sculpt. I say it's better than what I was expecting. When I saw pictures and other reviews that people have done, I wasn't too struck on this head sculpt. It is better than what I seen on those videos in hand, but it's not the head sculpt that I will go for. I will try it out on the torso, on this torso here when I put it on, just to see what it looks like. So I'll put a little pause in here, and when we come back we'll have a look at him with the fixed torso on. Okay guys, here we go, have him with his extra torso on, and I'll tell you, you need to be the bloody Hulk to take it off. Mine was quite stiff. Best thing to do is just gently sort of try and rock it a little bit and then put a little bit more force into it and pull it off. But it was quite stiff. If I show you the underneath of this torso, that's the connector, so it's just a ball joint. And when putting the torso on the body, I would suggest take the head off, put one hand on the top and one hand in his groin and just push them together. Be a little bit forceful, it will go, but that's the way that I did it. And also when you take the torso off, roll this down a little bit, put the torso on and roll it back up again, otherwise this is going to get caught underneath the belly and it's not going to look as nice. So I'll just bring him forward a little bit so I can hold him. But it is a really nice look, and I think this is possibly how I will display him, especially when I get my Hulkbuster through sometime middle of next year. As you can see, it does fit nicely in there, and the colour does match the legs, so there's no issues with different types of colour. And it is just absolutely a superb look to this figure. So what I'll do now is I'll pull this head sculpt off and I'll put the constipated screaming head sculpt on, so you can have a look at him with that on as well. So bear with me a sec. Okay, here he is with the screaming head sculpt on. I must admit, it does look better on this torso. It's just got a ball joint, you just pull it off and push it straight on. I have found that this one's a little bit harder to move about on this torso than this head sculpt is. Maybe it's just the way I put it on, but I will have to mess about with that. But actually, looking at this head sculpt on here, it is quite nice now. I've sort of changed my mind a little bit. So it's just surprising what I mean, even if you haven't got a figure that's posed like this, the way you pose your figure, it can make a huge difference. And this definitely has with this head sculpt on. So you know, I'm in two minds now. I might show him actually with this head sculpt. But I'll just take this head sculpt off of this figure, this body, so you can have a look at the joint underneath. You can see that one now looks more like a constipated look, but yeah, there you go. Oh, it's just, there you go, pops off nicely. There's your little ball joint and the joint at the top. And as I say, this one also has a pair system. I'll just take this one off so you can see, if I can get it off. I think this has the pair system. It's very strong magnet. Yeah, there you go. Slightly stronger magnet on that one, but it's the same sort of setup as you get on the other head sculpt. As I say, thinking back, I think this is just a repaint of the original head that come with the other Hulk. apart from the hair being slightly different. So I put a pause in here, put the two torsos together, and I'll round off this video. So here you go, final shot. Big Hulk with mini me. Just going to smash down on him, and he's saying, come on then, if you think you're hard enough, you've taken my legs, try and take the rest of me. So there you go. As you can see, very impressive looking figure. In my opinion, an improvement on the original, and that is mainly because of this extra body and the paintwork. As I said previously in the video, a lot of people would probably prefer the darker green, which is great. But to me, this is the best Hulk released to date. Can't wait to get my Hulkbuster and have them together in a little fight scene. But yeah, just a little bit of news before I go. Some figures that I've actually sold. You'll see this on my update video at the end of the year, which is only a couple of months away. I've sold my Age of Ultron War Machine. This is because the new movie, the new Captain America Civil War movie, the War Machine that is going to be in that, I prefer the design on it. It just looks so much better. I've still got my original War Machine from the Iron Man 2 movie. So I've still got him, but I sold that one mainly because, as I say, the new Captain America version, which I'm sure they will release, I'm hoping they are anyway, looks better to me. So he's gone. I've sold my Chopper Predator, the original Chopper Predator. This is because I'm doing my own with a better body, and it's just going to be a better look. So I've sold him to help fund that. I've also sold a figure that I said I would never sell, which is my Samurai Predator. A lot of people were saying, what an idiot, why have you sold that? Couple of reasons really. One, money. I just want to get some money to fund some up and coming figures that I just want just that little bit more. And two, to me, it's not a Predator from a movie. It's just an artist's concept. And I want to stick more to sort of movie sort of themed characters. So that is why he's gone. My Maleficent is also up for sale at the moment. It's a bit of a reluctant sell, but it's a brilliant figure. It really is, but it just doesn't really have a place in my collection anymore. It doesn't fit in with anything. So she's got to be going. Don't think there's anything else that I'm selling. I'll just give you a look up at here, my cabinet. As you can see, I've got Obi-Wan Kenobi. I will be doing a video on him very soon, because hopefully today or tomorrow my Han Solo and Chewbacca will arrive. So I'll do a video on all of them together, along with the Stormtrooper that I've already got. And so that's what's coming up in the very near future. So as always, thanks for watching. I hope this video was informative for you, because a lot of people out there sort of got the original Hulk and think, oh, do I really need to get this one? If you've got the money, or if you can get the money by selling other figures that you don't really want, then I would suggest getting this one. You won't be disappointed. But as I say, if you prefer the really darker, brighter green, then I wouldn't go for this one. Stick with the one you've already got. But that's enough for me waffling on. As always, I will see you on the next video. Take care.